I have been putting something off for weeks now. It's not even that hard, but somehow I've managed to grout my kitchen, set up my balcony area, and do just about anything except the one thing that I actually need to do. And I know I'm not the only one who does this, but for me, when it comes to procrastination, I don't just dabble in it, I excel at it. I'm a proud member of the club Procrastinators Unite. We just haven't gotten around to having our first meeting yet. One sure way for me to get anything done is if there's something I want to do even less. Then suddenly I become wildly productive. Not on the thing I should be doing, but on literally anything else, like my taxes. I know I have to do them, and normally it's not even a big deal. But this year, this year is different because now I have income from YouTube through Google AdSense, and it's in US dollars, and I'm not entirely sure how that gets taxed. And then it gets deposited in Canadian dollars, and I'm not entirely sure how that gets taxed. And somehow, this has turned into a full-blown thing because I'd like to claim home expenses to offset paying even more taxes. So now that means I have to find every receipt for those expenses, like internet and rent, utilities, editing software, filming equipment. And in my mind, that task has grown into something enormous, like Mount Everest, but made of paperwork. So naturally, I think I'll grout the kitchen instead. This townhouse is only 2 years old, and the grout here is in terrible condition. I think there must have been a competition between the contractors who could use the least amount of caulking and call the job complete. So now this is done and it feels great, but I'm still not ready for this. Here's why I'm having a hard time with my taxes this year. In 2025, I earned $5,609 US dollars from YouTube, specifically from Google AdSense. After deductions, that turned into 4,552 Canadian dollars deposited into my bank account. Fun fact, if I very drastically underestimate, let's say I spend 15 hours a week on YouTube, which is very low when you count the time it takes me for coming up with ideas, scripting, filming, editing, uploading. That means I make $5.08 an hour. And I'm one of the lucky ones. Only a tiny percent of YouTube channels ever even get monetized, which means the vast majority of people creating videos are doing it for nothing, financially. And even among monetized channels, most make very little unless they reach hundreds of thousands of views consistently. So if anyone's thinking about that this might be a great way to make money, just know the potential is there, but it is not easy money. And thank goodness that's not why I'm doing it. The real currency here isn't money, it's creativity, connection, purpose. And that is why I do it. For a creative outlet to keep my brain working and to be a friendly, encouraging voice in a world that doesn't always feel that way. Some days you just have to go with the flow. Some days feel easy, like everything just clicks and falls into place. And other days, you can barely get started on anything. And I think that's normal. Maybe I should take my own advice and rewatch the video I made a few months ago on motivation and the power of 5 minutes. I'm learning slowly that not every day is meant to be equally productive. Some days are for doing, and some days are for doing very little. And sometimes you have to do something that fills you up a little bit, gives you the energy to face the things that drain you. So I think I'll set out the patio furniture on my balcony. This job is part wishful thinking for nice weather and part procrastination for what I should really be doing. There's something about doing what I call busy work or puttering, which I love so much. These little tasks are simple, contained, easily finishable. When your mind is spinning with big, complicated problems, doing something small and physical can actually calm your nervous system. It gives you a sense of control and a sense of progress. And even if your life feels too busy or too much, you can look at something you did and say, "Oh, I accomplished that." And that seems to help. It's not avoidance, not really. Sometimes it's preparation to look ahead and face the harder thing. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about time, about life, the past, the future. And one thing I've noticed, I spend a lot of time thinking about back there or up ahead, and not nearly enough time right here in the present. And the truth is, the present is the only thing we actually have. But when the present feels hard, that's when the mind starts to wander. What if this gets worse? How am I going to deal with that? What if I can't fix it? And before you know it, you've turned one small problem into a whole imagined future of problems. In therapist speak, that's called catastrophizing, and I am very good at that. So I've been trying something different. Instead of looking at the whole mountain, I try to just look at today. Not next week or next month, but just today. What can I do in this hour, in this moment, to help myself? Because sometimes getting through the day is enough. And I know one thing. It's not this. But tomorrow, it might be. So today I did some caulking in the kitchen on the countertop. I set up the furniture on the balcony. And now I'll take a deep breath. Maybe I don't have to solve everything today. Maybe I just gather the receipts or just make a list. Maybe I just start small. Because starting is usually the hardest part. And once you start, it's rarely as bad as your mind told you it was going to be. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I'm always so happy to have you here. Maybe I should consider this the first meeting of Procrastinators Anonymous. Was anyone taking minutes? Until next time, take care.